All right, we're back with Deepak Hemnani versus Rahul Dhanendran. Both guys, well, no, Deepak's going to 5, Rahul's going to 6. I've met Deepak a few times. Super nice fella. I haven't met Rahul. I don't know anything about Rahul, actually, other than I've seen his name in tournaments, and he does fairly well. A rating of 6, that puts him probably around the 600 mark. I'll just look him up real quick on Fargo. .602. 602, and I think I spelled his name wrong. Sorry, Rahul. I spelled his name wrong in the stream. Or maybe not. Let me just pull it up. Make sure I've got it right. Yeah. I'll change it after we're done the video here. I'll edit it, but I can't edit it while I'm doing it. It's weird that way. Excuse me. I think they're just, yeah, there's no 8 ball on the table. They're just practicing. They should be starting fairly quick. You know, I've kind of thrown the teaser out there of my Kickin' Billiards show, and I've been trying to work on it when I've got a chance, but it's really slow going. And my thought process was I didn't want to do it until I'm comfortable operating it and doing the production and everything myself while I'm trying to do the show. So bear with me. I know it's taking a long time. I'm probably going to do it before I'm 100% comfortable with it, because if I don't, I'll probably never do it, because I'll never be 100% comfortable with trying to do the production and getting the streamlined items corrected and finished and working, and I'll just have to do the best I can. Fake it till you make it. Learn to do by doing. I don't know where that second one comes from. I want to say 4-H or something like that. Yeah, I know. 4-H kid from years ago. Way back in the 80s. When everybody had phones attached to the wall in their house. It was all plugged in. Crazy. That music's a little loud. I think we'll turn it down. Oh, I've turned the music off. There we go. So that was a pretty good match, that last one. Let me see if I can bring up some of those instant replays. Ooh, need that instant replay over there. Let's see. Start at the beginning. And we'll just play all events. That was the scratch.
How does that cue ball slide by there?
Kush wasn't quite sure how that cue ball went by there. There wasn't a lot of room, but there was clearly just enough. This is that 13 ball off the 11 in the side. A little carom shot.
Draw off this 10 into the rail.
And this is the one I didn't have any idea what he was doing here. I thought he was drawing one rail and back in between
goes around
the 7
2 rails.
and 4. But he's spun at 2 rails and came up between the 7 and 3 for perfect shape on the 11. He did close that rack out. And that was the body language on the missed 12. He knew he missed it when he let it go. If you watched his body language, he hit hits this 9, it's going to double kiss. Oh, wow. No, he didn't. And then Lito playing the 5 off the 9 and coming around perfect shot for the 7. So that's what we've got so far. Oh yeah, we can just hit this because we've got that up there. So almost all of the A-side matches have been started. Curtis, George, and Bien Lim underway. Rahul, Dhanendran, and Deepak Hemnani about to get underway. Don Davidson and Sasha Cotticini just about to get underway as well. Sasha winning 3 matches on the A-side so far. Doing well. Maybe that ranking is going to go up soon. Dawn will be a big test for her. And then on the B side, Mike Scott past Sunny Rattan. We're still waiting for a winner of Tony Jacobs and Sean Sigmund. Doug Lowe will face Lito Attendido after, well, in his next match. Andrew Wroblewski and Mason Mackey. That'll be a good match too. And then Joe the Hitman Silva is facing off against Mike Isaac. He's in tough there. Mike plays very well. And then Iris Wang versus Justin Lee. And don't let Iris's 4 fool you. She shoots pretty good. Justin's going to have to bear down. If he takes it lightly, Iris could make him pay. And it doesn't take much to take it lightly. Just a couple of shots where you lose a little bit of focus and let your opponent back at the table can really change the complexion of a game. I don't think complexion. I think I was thinking complexion and composure. I'll just combine the 2 words. Everybody's making new words these days anyways. Again, the English language, leave it alone. What? Anyway. That's where we're at. These 2 should be starting soon. Notable names out of the tournament at this time. Sean Talbot, who's done well in this before. Chris Makala, always a threat to do well. Scott Davis. Gary Sankey. Grant Goulet out. Who else? Ooh, Catherine Robertson is gone. Mike Scott still in it. He lost his first one, but he's been fighting back. He did really, really well in one of these. I can't remember if he won it or not. It was either first or second. It was really good. And I think this is the start as Deepak rolls the balls into place on the template. I think this is one of those templates where you have to give it a little bit of a push to load the rack. Maybe not. So with the template rack, it adds so much consistency to the rack that you can start calling balls off the break. Now, it's not guaranteed to go, but depending on where Deepak, he's kind of breaking from no man's land here. Normally you would break a little closer to center if you're going to pop one of those 2 balls in the side right off the break. The 14, oh, I gotta hit that turn. Or the 3, and if you break from the side, you're going to bank the opposite ball. Well, the 14 was headed there, but the 1 got kicked and smacked. Oh, that was just a practice break. So they're going to flip for the break now, and it's a coin. That's a good camera, but it is not that good. I do have one that could pick it up, though. I wonder if I should go put it in place one of these days. And just see whether I can control it. I got to start going to your place again, Mason, and setting up the camera and then working out my glitches so I can get at the access to it from there. Oh, I think I missed a D in your last name as well. Hey, come on. He's got more letters in his last name than I do in my full name. So, you know. Yeah, I know. No excuse. No excuse. Rack number 1. Ten ball rockets right in off the rack. I want to see where that was placed. Yeah, in that second spot. Watch right there. 10 ball rockets made a couple right in balls off the rack. I want to see 10 ball came clean out of that rack. And if you hit it right with the right pace and the right spot, it can be a very consistent ball to call right out of the rack. Turns out that's a pretty good break. Everything's open. All things being equal, I think I'm taking high ball here. 6 of one, half a dozen of another though. Low ball's not bad. Starting low ball might be a little tricky. You don't really have a good starting low ball, whereas you do have that 12 for high ball. 14 goes in 2, 3, 4, well, maybe 4 pockets. Watch out. Oh, don't tell me he got hooked by the horn. No, he's okay. Oh, a little lucky there to get it in off the 1. Cue ball did not come back where he wanted it either. So, little sign of unsettled. A little sign of being unsettled. It's not even like early, it's afternoon, and already I'm chatter, not got the right words. Talking, difficult, hard, yes. Do commentary like Yoda. Corner with the 15 ball, yes. Again, if it weren't for the other players moving, I would have thought that the camera froze. But he hits it perfect, needs that cue ball to slow down. It's going to go right into the 9. Is he going to have a shot at it? No. But the good part is he can still see the 13. The bad part is that pathway back to the 9 is littered, fraught with problems. Is he looking at the bank? That 3 ball takes up so much of the down table end of that. Right. Oops, that's the wrong button. So you need to be able to see the whole 9. So getting by the 3. Right, this whole end of the table. Even though it looks like there's a lot of room here, it's all useless space. He can't get at the 9 from there. So he's going to try and bank it now. Could work. Oh, that worked out. Beauty. Fantastic. So he's going to try and bank it now. So difficult to get those. They just
that worked
don't want to
beauty.
get out of the way. Fantastic. And now, again, trying to get the cue ball back for the 8. He's going to have to try and draw. Just missing them. It's going to have some spin on it. Oh, he wasn't able to get past the 2. He's got the edge of the 8, though. It is there. Just by the 7. Cue ball's gonna come close to that corner. I don't believe it's gonna go in. Just roll it nice and smooth. Trust your line. Oh no! Oh, after such a fantastic run out to get bit by a scratch, I don't think I didn't see that coming. I was worried about the bottom left corner. And to come all the way around 2 rails and scratch in the corner that you're standing in. Ouch. Hits it perfect. Oh no! Just leaks in the right-hand side of that pocket. After such a fantastic, a wry smile of frustration from Deepak as he walks away from the table. Well, I ran it out, but scratched. Ouch. Deepak's such a happy guy too, right? He's just thrilled to be there. Loves to play, can't wait to play again. I mean, we all have, you know, our emotions on our you know, out there when we're playing pool, and none of us like to lose, but he recovers pretty quickly. Fun to talk to too. His enthusiasm for the game is infectious. Rack number 2, Rahul to break. $13. That was the second ball in that rack. Watch it again. Coming straight out of the rack. He's breaking from center. So the 13 and the 14. 13. So the 14 hit here. That was the second ball in that rack. Watch it again. Well, for high ball, your only starting option for high ball is the 12, and I don't believe he's going to take that. It's going to be the 3 ball, and he'll work out low ball as he can, because the only ball that's in trouble is the 5. Be real tough to get on the 5 from here, but you could do it. You could slide down past the side. But probably more prudent to take the approach he has and develop it a little bit more higher percentage shot at it. If that slows down, that'd be perfect. The only problem with trying to break out the 5 this way, and it's minor, but, well, it's not minor, it's something you have to consider, and it could be a big deal, is if the cue ball's coming this way, if you hit the 5 dead on, you could the cue ball and the 5 ball could be staring at this point in the rail. If you hit it separately, the cue ball could scratch, the 5 ball gets pushed towards this corner, and you don't have a shot after the 5, or after making the 1 and breaking the 5 out. He's going to take the 7 top left, back that cue ball up just a little bit. Doesn't have to come back far. Oh, it went forward a little bit. He's a little awkward on that ball now, and he hasn't broke the 5 out yet. He may be playing for the bank, just accepting the bank. He's waiting for his opponent, or not his opponent, he's waiting for a player on the other table to decide how they're going to shoot. They're walking back and forth, double checking something. He doesn't want to get in their road. Plus, you see the other fella. It is a little bit of tight confines over at the Metro, but, you know, they squeezed 6 tables in there for us, and that's enough to get one of these tournaments going. Get a 48-man tournament done in 2 days with decent length races. Right? For the size of the venue, the number of tables, getting this many games in, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 games per match, depending on your ranking, that's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. Wish I could play in them. I have other obligations that do not permit me a full weekend. I can do something like this, but not very often do I get away for the weekend. Although, in mid-August, I am heading down to California, down to Sacramento. I got some things to do down there. One of those things is head down to Hard Times. Pop in, say hello to Oscar and Desiree Dominguez. They won't know me from Adam, but, you know, still pop in and say hello. Molina Mike might be out in that direction. I think he's based in Texas, though, so. And that's the problem with leaving that 5 ball till last. Even though you broke it out, you didn't have a shot at it. So Deepak coming off some great shooting in that first rack, only to scratch on the 8 ball, make the 8 and scratch. Is coming to the table with something to do here. Can he make the 15 and break the 11 and 14 out right now? He's not even going to try. He's just going to play safe, park the 15 over the hole. It's not a bad job. He's kind of taken the 1 rail away from with the 10 there. If Rahul wants to go after the 1 rail, he's going to have to put a little bit of left-hand spin on it, and that's always a factor in judgment as far as to the line your ball's going to take. I don't think he'll hit the 5 coming at it from that direction. Maybe just clip the right-hand edge of the 5 as we look at it, but is he trying to? He can see the edge of it that way. Okay. Uh-oh. Not bad. Not bad at all. Deepak can play the same sort of move, just into the 14. That'll separate the 9. If you hit it with the right speed, you'll put the 9 over by the 5 as well and probably take another angle away. Just gotta get the speed right. Just be making sure I get to the rail. Oh, that's a little short. I was thinking the line would be thinner. But he really pushed the 14 ball almost directly into the 9. This will bank. And Rahul is dead on. Some pretty good shooting in this match. Just 2 mistakes by Deepak, and that's it. Just 2 mistakes by Deepak, maybe 1 by Rahul. I'm probably saying Rahul, but it's supposed to be Rahul. Sorry, man. After the match, just send me a message phonetically spelling your name so I can get it right. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. But, what, 3 mistakes in 2 racks that, you know, cost Deepak 2 games. Rahul got away with 1. That was the position, breakout position on the 5, which wasn't really a mistake. It was just an unsuccessful attempt to break out and get position. He got the breakout but didn't get position. One of those ones that's very difficult to plan. High ball it is. 11-10 right away. I would have thought he would have rolled that in and just gone forward a hair more. See, now if he takes the 13, he's going to lose the 10. But if he takes the 10, he's kind of best option is to roll forward for that 9 like he just looked at. The 9 does go. Rolls up nicely on the 9. Does he have enough? I think he's got angle a little bit left of the pocket line, so he might not want to draw back for the 14, is that? A little tough to tell the color from there. Sets up nicely for the 15. Probably gonna skip commentating the next match. I found that commentating every match all day long, I'm just too worn out by the end of the day. I know I'm not physically doing anything, but you need to get up, have a break, move around, go do something else. I do also get a little frustrated because I'm not playing. So if I had a table at home, I'd probably go play for half an hour in between sets, and that would refresh me. But if you wouldn't mind throwing a like, throwing a share on the stream, even comment, throw a comment out there. That helps the crazy algorithms. Yeah, anything you can do would be much appreciated. And let me know, what do you think about the head the zoom for the foot spot and zoom for the head spot? Do you like those? I wish I could get the camera a little clearer, but it's just not possible. Oh, after all that, missing the 12. That's really only his second mistake in this match. Deepak now coming to the table with some problems to solve. The 7-3 are not gimmies. The 2 ball is probably, well, for my money, the 2 ball is the toughest ball on the table. But I think I have a mental block on that sucker. So if we're playing, and you know, high ball, low ball are out there, and you see like low ball sitting the way it is with the 2 ball like that, take low ball if they're even. Don't give me low ball, if you don't mind, please. Ooh, 2 balls, really the hardest ball on the table now. Deepak's just gonna try and bank the 3 at it, maybe. Just trying to pop it loose a little bit. Oh, it was a good effort. Not quite there. Rahul back to the table. He's going to be jumping or kicking. If he's jumping, it's a bit of a long jump shot because your cue ball tends to land about just over half of your target distance. So he's going to go, let me go up. And he's in danger of landing on the back side of the 1. Any harder, if you hit it harder and you go to jump it like that, then never mind. He's not jumping. He's kicking 2 rails. 12 on the side. Could even break out the 8 on this. Well, unlucky to hit the horn on that. Just needed to take a bit more rail. Tough to judge. I mean, how often do you kick 2 rails, steep angles like that, right? But again, just another thing to add to the practice routine. If all you do is come and bang balls and play with your friends and play in tournaments, you're going to progress slowly. I'm a big believer in the fact that you need to work on drills, specific shots. If you think about it, if you set up 1 shot and shoot it 100 times, and you make it 90% of that time, that's great. Because when it comes up in a tournament, you've got a 90% chance of making this shot. The more shots you do that with, the more shots you're going to feel comfortable with, and you're going to know how to play in the tournament. So I think drills are very important. They're not the be all and end all, but they're a very important part of the puzzle in getting better with pool. Gotta wait for the other table. Is that Mason's cue? It's a left-hander. I don't know if Mason's left-handed. I don't think he is. I don't think he's playing right now. Nope, he's going to be playing Andrew Wroblewski next. So that wasn't Mason. That was someone else. Deepak should be able to just draw back a couple of inches. It's going to float towards the foot spot, so he's going to have a little bit more room from the 6. Ooh, that's a little bit... It's a little bit farther than he wanted. If he's here, yeah, see, he was pointing to here. I was a little off. But now that he's over the 8, he's got to jack up over the 8. The odds of scratching in this side just tripled. Very easy to not get enough draw on the cue ball here and just slide into the side pocket. He's going forward. He's going to go around the world. Not a bad idea. Keeps your cue more level. You can be more accurate with it. So still. Watch his head. Stay down. Oh, he lifted. He lifted a little bit there. Oh, and if Rahul doesn't like this shot, he can play a fairly easy containing safety. Yeah, he's looking at it already. Is he gonna try and cut it in? I don't know. I mean, you cut it, you make it, cut it in, you make it, you're a hero. But yeah, there he goes. Just playing the safety. Now, Deepak can come 2 rails. In on the 6, push the 6 into the 8, push the 6 to the rail. Or he can come 1 rail, kick at the 6, call the 6 in the side. I don't mind that, actually. I'm not sure what angle he's looking at there. Not a bad effort. I do like it. I did like that kick. It's just he hit the 6 a little thin. If he hits the 6 a little thicker, then the both of them travel towards that rail. Easier. Way easier said than done. If any of the players are in the tournament want to send a photo, I can put that into my profile page, and for the player profile page, we can work with that. Actually, I should put a form on my website that you can fill out. Email in a photo. If I get a chance to figure out how to do that, I'll do that in the next coming months. Not able to get it done, but Deepak still has some work to do here. His angle off the 6 is away from the 8. So he can run this 2 rails, but exactly where the cue ball is going to go, I'm not sure. Small possibility of scratching. And instead of running it around, he just took what was there. Pot the 6, get some sort of look at the 8 ball, and do the best you can. He's so still. And gets it to drop. A little bit chippier that rack than the last few, but than the last couple, but getting it done. Let me just set something up. Okay, just tweaking things as I go. Again, not a professional. Been doing this for a while, but I do it so sporadically. There's a lot of learning every time I do it. Just realized the line in was coming from another computer. Hopefully that wasn't going out the whole time. Okay, no, it was only going to the headphones. Good. Couple of balls down, but just the 14 really to start with. So really kind of forced to take high ball. Not a bad thing. Oh, off the horn. Great opportunity for his opponent to get the 3. Still open. Rahul, not quite where he wanted to be on that one. If he still has the 14, he's gonna feel fortunate. I think it's still there going past the 2. But he's gonna have to play this with bottom right and get all the way around. This is going to be very unpredictable. I think he's forced to take the 9 here. Oh, he could shoot the 15, but then trying to get your cue ball and guarantee your cue ball to go around for a look at the 9 isn't. It's not guaranteed. So it is the easier shot. Send this cue ball 2 rails, maybe 3 in behind the 5 for the 9 down in the bottom top left corner. So what he's gonna try and do. Just about. Didn't get on the 9, but messed up the table, so Deepak has some work to do here. Can start it off with the 4. But he's got to get that 5 and the 2 free very quickly. You'd love to leave the 3 as long as possible so that if you do... Oh, he's just gumming up the works. He's trying to get a ball in hand on this, but I don't think he's going to. At the very best, he might get Rahul to knock it free, but I don't see a ball in hand coming out of here. Unless he deliberately shoots the 4 onto the 9. Ties up the 4-2, pushes his 9 free a little bit, but gives up the ball in hand. Sometimes that's the best strategies, to give up the ball in hand, freeing your ball from the trapped area. Would have liked to have got his 9 a little bit more clear. That isn't what Deepak wanted. If Rahul can't make the 15, he can probably hit it solid enough to draw up in behind the 9. And he could theoretically hook him fairly solid there. We'll see in a minute. Oh, just knocks the 9 free. I like cutting the 6 in and getting your cue ball into that pack with some speed. You could clip the 2 here and follow the 7 in. He'll play a little bump safety. He's just going to bump the 4 into the 2. Try and hold the cue ball in tight to the rail and hook Rahul on everything. I think that's the play. I think your gut instinct is the right one, Deepak. Could go 2 rails for a safety here. This is risky. You could double kiss the cue ball back out. That'll work. That'll work. It doesn't break his cluster out though. And as long as that cluster is there, Rahul really isn't in bad shape. Now Deepak can spread that 2-5-4 apart and just get the cue ball down table into this area here. And he won't leave much. Oh, he didn't want to tie the 5 up again. That wasn't part of the plan. Still goes to the side though, so that's not too bad. Rahul likely to play a little safety here, I think. It's difficult, but not as difficult as the pot on the 9. 15-9 combination. No, you can almost play it as a 2-way. Almost, but not really. You should commit to one or the other. Well, that's going to put the pressure on Deepak here. He's going to have to take the 5, but the 5 doesn't lead to a great opportunity on any other ball. Except for the 3, which can still work. It's not a great opportunity, but it's still there. So he's going to take the 3 instead, right off the bat. Back out into the middle of the table. Oh, that's going to be right up on the 1. This isn't good. Send the one at the 9. Hope you make it and hope you don't let that cue ball out to see the 15. Is anybody got an update on the Tony Jacobs Sean Seguin match? That's been going for a while. Rahul with a great opportunity to go up 3-1. Hey, Terrence. I don't know why the Facebook comments aren't coming through. It's a little weird. Sorry. Oh, and the 15 stays up. Ouch. Deepak. Not wasting any time to get over there for that 4-ball. Oh, I would have liked to taken the 2, I think. Well, it doesn't really matter. You're going to have to play position away from the 5 anyway. This can still work. He's going to have to draw back a little bit to get away from that 8. He might push the 8 towards the side rail. Might get away clean. Okay. He's got a little bit of angle towards this area here, so he's going to have to really juice it to pull that cue ball back and shoot the 8 in the bottom left. Oh, he was a lot straighter on than I thought. Well, there you go. Time to make it happen. Trying to find that spot on the ball that you can pick as your aiming point. And then visualize the 8 ball dropping in the corner pocket. Don't think about it rattling. Just visualize it dropping. Dropping right in the heart. In the heart. That'll get it done. Ties it up at 2. Don't forget crystalpalacecues.com for all your cues, cases, and accessories. We have two updates. On the A side, Bien Lim took out Curtis George 5-0. And Don Davidson went hill with Sacha Cotticini and emerged victorious 6-3. I would have liked to have seen that one and see how close she got. On the B side, still waiting for an answer as to the score on Tony Jacobs and Sean Seguin. Iris Wang and Justin Lee still battling it out, as are Joe Silva and Mike Isaac. Wow. I've got the YouTube and the Facebook stream. They're going out together, but YouTube has got to be close to 30, 40 seconds behind YouTube or Facebook. I think they're taking a quick break. I mentioned it earlier, but if you missed it, Windows Open Facebook page has the Dog It Up podcast with Molina Mike. They had Jeremy Jones on as a guest today. Great interview. Jeremy Jones is just such a knowledgeable pool player. He's so good at communicating the game. He's got a couple things that I think are different, but I do love how he's always respectful to the players. Some of the other commentators aren't quite as reverent. They can be a little bit different. I'm really annoyed that the social comments aren't coming up. Just the YouTube ones. You know, I'm going to turn the YouTube ones off and see if that helps. Strange. Something I will have to delve into. Deepak just needs to work on the one ball, and that's going to get it clear. Now it's all about keeping the cue ball in line. If you can get shape on the one right now, I'd be going for it. That cluster in your cone of shape for the one is just not great. He's going to go around the table. Yeah. YouTube about 35 seconds behind. Interesting. Rahul getting right into the mix. Opened up that point completely. He's got a small area to play shape for. Wants to be in here on the 8 ball somewhere. Ideally, he can take the 11. Maybe roll forward, or if not, doesn't really matter. He could stop right there and just play shape off the 13 to this side of the table. He wants to come off the 10 from the bottom of the table rather than the side of the table. If your 8 ball was if this pocket was clear, then it makes more sense to just stop the cue ball here, and then you can play your 2 rail for the 8. But because the pocket isn't clear and you have to play for this side of the shape, then you want to take this path. So just straight top, and this 13 come back and forth. 2 rails at the 10. You got to get underneath the 3. Oh, it looks like he's drawing off of it. He's going to take the 1 rail. That's going to be a little awkward. It might work because he's fairly straight on the 10. He can come in and maybe spin 2 rails, but it's going to be hard to have enough pace to get up there. If he tries to draw across and get shallow, the 1 ball's in the road. I know I'm drawing too many lines, but it's kind of, oh, he checked it perfectly, but he went too far. He came so close past that 3. It's kind of, oh, yeah, I missed the replay perfectly, but should have hit it sooner. He went too far. He came so close past that 3. It's the way it is. Just a little bit of draw. Cut it in the corner. Oh, he's going to roll forward. As long as it's a slow roll, he'll be fine. He'll avoid the corner puck. Oh, it's not going to have the gas to get there. And he's going to scratch. No, he's not going to scratch. Oh. Hey, Deepak, you get another turn at the table. Bad news is you're in a rough spot. He's got to thin the 7 and bring the cue ball into here. Just discussing what he's trying to do. 7 ball should hit a rail, so if he doesn't get the rail, that's fine. He's just got to find cover behind the 1. Oh, that's going to come out. It's going to come out just a bit, just enough. So close. Rahul getting rack number 5. Taking a 3-2 lead. All these games have been fairly close. Could have gone either way. So he's going to try and bank it now. Run through a couple of shots they've made so far in this match. Work. Oh, that worked out. Beauty. Great bank. I'm right back. Got to refill the coffee. Oh no! Oh, after such a defense. And Rahul is dead on. Oh, he was a lot straighter on than I thought. Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2023 Summer Tournament of Titans, coming to you from the Metro Coffee Bar and Billiards at 3175 Kingsway, Vancouver, British Columbia. Way up here in Canada, eh? You know, it's funny, I meant to check on that earlier. I was curious as to the reach of where this goes a lot of the time. Facebook does have some analytics that can show you. Oh, last 28 days, 27,000 post reaches. Interesting. Far away of Spain, Taiwan, and China. Wow. That's kind of cool. I gotta be honest. Oh no. 8 ball out of turn. Rahul gives one back really quickly. Deepak 3-3. He essentially takes a lead because he only needs 2 more. Oh no. 8 ball out of turn. Unfortunately for Rahul, that just caromed in there. Happens to the best of us, sir. Happens to the best of us. Mentioned the break numerous times, but it always fascinates me that you can almost call one of these 2 balls here. If you break from the side, from the X, the 7 ball likes to bank side. And if you bank from just off center or break from just off center, these 2 balls here like to go right at the sides. See, and Deepak kind of breaks from halfway in between there, so I didn't know what to expect, but they do seem to pop. This ball won't move as much. This ball goes right towards the side pocket, unless it gets kicked. I think he has to hit the left side of the 5. See, 7 ball went up there. Almost went in the other side pocket. Look at that cluster. Everybody trying to get out the side door. Sorry, got distracted looking up some data there. And it turned out to be irrelevant, so I'm really sorry for wasting your time. Hope you enjoyed the shooting. So, crazy little cluster in the middle of the table there. Kind of near the side pocket, then kind of in the middle. Deepak locking him up. Although he could clear his 7 ball out of that side pocket right now. I could see him kicking at it. Just getting the hit on the high ball for Rahul, but he's probably going to make the 7. Oh, clears the 13 out, leaves the 7 there. But Deepak has his 4 ball. Yeah, 4 ball or the 1 ball. I think the 4 ball's the better one to go for. The 1 ball does go past the 10 into that bottom right corner, or at least it looks like it does. Either kids walked by the window outside, or my cat just screamed. I think it was kids. Oh no. Deepak just settling right up in on the 2. He's going to try and spin through it and get the 6, the cue ball in behind the 6. Well, legal hit, and he got the rail, so I think he left the 13 open. Mike Isaac has defeated Joe Silva 6-2. Tony Jacobs takes out Sean Seguin 6-6. That's big. Sean's been doing really well in these tournaments. Almost seemed like he was guaranteed to be in the top 3 the last 6 months or last year. He was always in the end at these, and then to get knocked out halfway through. Tough blow. Rahul trying to recover from that last one. Sits in nicely on the 13. His angle going one rail and back. Well, he's got the 9 ball he can use. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I thought that was the 1 ball. So he can just roll this in, use the 9 ball to get on the 10. Picture perfect for a finish here. Needs to get off the rail. You don't need to get to the rail here. I think you should be comfortable at anywhere, like in this position. Anywhere in that line should be comfortable for making the 10 and holding there for the 8. Perfect. Four to 3. How big is that last match? Knocking that 8 ball in out of turn. Don't know which way the rest of the match could have gone, but it could have been 5-3. He could be on the hill right now. As it is, they're essentially even. Both needs one more game to get on the hill. Doug Lowe and Lito Attendido just starting. Andrew Wroblewski and Mason Mackey probably up soon, if they're not already playing. Tony Jacobs and Mike Scott probably already underway, so that's, let's see, because they have 6 tables. They've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all matches could be underway at this point. We may end up having a small delay. Rack number 8. Rahul at the table. Nope, sorry, that's Deepak. My mistake. I didn't see the red glove quick enough. You know, if the doc ever tells me I gotta give up coffee, I'm going to be unhappy. Oh, does he have the 9? He's so close. He may have to just twist this around. Just a little bottom left and hit it nice and soft. Nope, he's good. He's just under hitting these just a hair. Can still work with the 15 though. I don't know if that 12 goes by the 7. It looks like it might. Now that's a pretty good angle on the 10 here, because that's going to force the cue ball this way. As a matter of fact, with the angle that he needs, if he can end up right there, that would be ideal. So a bit of a drag draw shot. You want to kind of have that cue ball just sliding, not rolling by the time it gets to the 10. Unless he plays, it looks like he's going to play this with top. So he's going to go into the end rail and back out. It's a little bit straight. You may have to shoot a stop shot and take it from there. That opens up some challenges for getting onto the 8 though. Because if that's your pocket line for the 12 and you're only here, you're gonna drift in here and you've got all sorts of things that can go wrong. It does go past the 8, so you could roll forward. If you've got the angle, you could roll forward and take the 12 to the side. That looks like what he might be doing. Nope, stunning it over. Oh, he was able to get it to go over. Now he can just roll into it. Roll into it. He'll carry him into the 7 off the 12 and have the 8 straight in the side. So nice and gentle, just enough to bump that 7 back away from the cue ball so you can cue it properly. God, he's so still. Wonder if his heart's pounding away. Okay, he had more angle on that than I thought, but he's still good. 8 up in the top right corner. To get on the hill. Oh, he's gonna take it to the side. Yeah, this angle honestly doesn't help you if you shoot it at the corner, because if you hit the horns or the rails at this point with this angle, it's a miss anyway. So, you know, I don't mind taking this to the side. Try and tuck it in the right hand side, that way if you miss and hits the horn, it comes out and blocks the 6, blocks access to the 6. Rolling it in. Oh, both horns. Wow, to get on the hill. Rahul, his turn. Lots of ammunition on there. That 8 will help the 6 go in the side though. Pretty sure you can clip that and have it drift off the 8 and fall in the side. Pressure's on though. You make a mistake, Deepak's not going to miss that 8. Not likely to. Depends on where you leave him, of course. But virtually 60% of the table. And he'll be fine. Oh boy. That is in the 60% of the table. Your only hope here is he overhits it and scratches somewhere, but I don't believe he's going to do that. He'll just thin it in the side, let the cue ball run as far as it needs to. Maybe put a little bit of side on it so it goes into the 3. There it is. He's on the hill. 4-4. Rahul needs this next one to push it to a decider. Oh boy. I'll try and do some chair yoga while I'm sitting here. You always get stiff and sore sitting in the chair for too long. I'd rather be up and moving, but those who can't, don't. I don't know. There's a saying there somewhere that I forgot. Those who can't teach. Those who can't do, teach. I'm not sure about that. Don't you have to know how to do it to be able to teach it? Still waiting for some results. Deepak to break on the hill. Watch that 5-ball and the 14. He's kind of halfway in between where my information says you need to break to pop one of those. So all depends on where you hit it and how hard, I guess. Maybe he's found a different technique that works for him, works for his speed and cue power. There, the 5 was going at that side pocket. It just got clipped. Nothing down. Rahul trying to get it level, trying to get to the hill. Watch this side pocket. Oh, wow. It stays up. How? I'm not sure. Oh, I'm sorry, Sheena. I didn't see it. I was busy with some other things and trying to save my energy for more matches this afternoon. I found that usually by the afternoon on Sunday, if I tried to accommodate all day on Saturday, by Sunday evening, I'm not sure where I am and what I'm doing. So I'm skipping the odd match. Depending on what match is up next, I'm most likely gonna skip commentating the next match, but I'll let it play so you guys can at least watch it. And then I'll come back for the match after that. More of a mid-late afternoon match. This one's taking a little longer than we anticipated. We didn't start till Oh, hold on. Did we already? I can't even remember if we did one already this morning. Yeah, we did two because we did Leto and Kush. Leto and Kush already this morning. So this is the second one today. So I'll probably skip the third one. Do a fourth, fifth, skip another one, or maybe we'll skip two and then we'll do 2, 3. I don't know. We'll see how we finish. They rolled through it pretty quick yesterday. Got ahead of schedule. Yeah, I know, right? Pool tournament ahead of schedule. Crazy. Good work, Cody. And the players for keeping it moving along. I think now that they're ahead of schedule, they'll stay ahead of schedule. Justin Lee has defeated Iris Wang 6-3. That went hill. I said, I was thinking of myself anyway. I don't know if I said anything to anyone else. But I was thinking that if Justin wasn't careful, Iris could knock him out. Giving up 2 games. Her game is improving steadily. So is Justin's, though, to be honest with you. In the last couple of years, his Fargo's come up, what, 50 points? If you're watching this later, Justin, what was your Fargo 2 years ago? In the meantime, good luck against Mr. Isaac. Took the pocket away. That was always going to be a tough one to stay there for the 13. In the meantime, Deepak trying to put it away. Rahul in tight on that 13. I don't have enough of that. I'm ready with the replay, sir. Oh, he's just going to tie it up. Not a bad idea. Make your opponent make the mistake.
You were on my mind today for the first time in a long time. And I pulled out my phone and rang. I hope you don't mind, but hear your voice and I freeze. Hello, who is it you say to me? And I open my mouth to speak, saying I don't mean to call you out of the blue. This isn't something that I usually do.
Just play the 3 away from it and draw it back in there. Oh, and he's made the 3. Oh no, he almost made the 3. Set it up. Set it up nice. Leg it right over the hole. Puts added pressure on your opponent to tie things up. And you know, even pushing that 2 onto the 13, given ball in hand, is not a great idea because the 7 is right there. It does force your opponent to make a move. If he makes the 7, that might be, oh, look at this strategy here. Ball in hand, go ahead, break out the 2 somehow with your 3. Other side of the table. Not easy. Gonna draw the cue ball away from the 2 here and just try and leave him a bank to nothing. Calling it bank corner. Oh, he's left a thin cut. And it's thin. I've seen crazier. I swear that it's true. Oh, I used to be sad, but now I'm out of the blue. Oh, I used to be not a bad decision. Sad, now I'm out of the blue. Hey, you might bank this at the side or cut it in. You just want to get the cue ball right. Get the cue speed right so that if you miss, you don't give up anything on that 13. Oh! Gets the cut but scratches at the same time. Oh, man. Deepak's pulling off some nice shots, but he's just not quite keeping good control of the cue ball. Sometimes. To get on the hill and force a decider. Rahul gets it done, leading 5. Well, it's basically tied 5-4. They both need one more game. It's hill. So we're going all the way. All the way to the top of the hill in this set. All of the other matches are underway. We might have Mike Isaac and Justin Lee up next on this table, maybe. But that would mean they're holding that match back, and I don't think they want to do that. We may have a skipped match here, folks, just simply because there's 6 tables in the venue. They've got 5 of them going. They could start this other match if they wanted to already. And it is the last match of this round, so they might, in the interest of keeping things moving, just not put a match on the TV table for the next round. That would work out well, seeing as how I was going to take a break anyway, and then we'll pick it up in the next match. Next round available. Just to run through what's going on right now. Tony Jacobs is up against Mike Scott. That'll be a good match. Winner will take on Sasha Cotticini, who just lost on the A side to Don Davidson. She won 3 in a row. 4 in a row. And then Doug Lowe and Lito Attendido, Andrew Wroblewski and Mason Mackey, and Mike Isaac and Justin Lee coming up shortly. still battling on the A side is, of course, this match between Rahul and Deepak and Stephen Full and John Hunter. That one must be getting close. They've been going for a while too, so John must be making Stephen work for it. Stephen, the favorite to win the tournament. Fargo of 731. Anything over 720, they generally consider you a professional. Although I don't think there's many 720s that make their living playing pool. They generally hold down full-time jobs. I think it's pretty tough to really keep a 760, 780, 790 Fargo rating and not play pool full-time. The money's almost there these days. Matchroom's got so many events on the go. What was it, like seven events this summer? You got 3 more events in July, one right after the other. Three more events in August. September's got 5, 6, 7 events in September. September's going to be a flippin' awesome month for pool. If you're curious about Matchroom's schedule, it's matchroompool.com/schedule. Or if you just type in matchroompool.com, it's pretty easy to find the menu at the top. Click schedule. Absolutely amazing. No date set for the Chinese Taipei Open or the Singapore Open yet. I'm assuming those will get announced soon. Rahul just drifting into the center pack there. Deepak needs to get in and break that out. He's not going to. And he's not going to have anything to shoot. Well, he's got the 10 ball still. He can work the 10 ball. It's pretty straight, though. Not a lot of angle to get over for the 15. I don't think Deepak's even looked at the 10 yet. He's going to try and come 2 rails and snuggle right up in on that 14-12. The bank isn't on. Wow. Gotta love that. The bank isn't on. Oops, wrong one. Wow. Oh, he did give up a P. I thought he might have been frozen to the 14 and actually Didn't even give him a piece of the 6. Rahul not giving up anything either. Might be a bank on the 14 here for Deepak. A little bit of right hand siding right into the 14. Stop it right there. Have the 14 bank. I think it'll work. Might be a little too straight. Yeah, a little too straight off the 12. So Rahul with the 4 ball open might go for it. Deepak's pretty much forced him into it. Nothing tied up, everything wide open. You just have to execute. Misses the 4. Deepak with a huge opportunity here now. He's got to take that 14 ball and get in on the 15. I think the 12 goes to the side. It definitely goes to the corner. 10 goes to the corner, so see if Deepak can drop down, focus on this 14 and get it done. Cue ball's going to have some speed. He's got to be careful he doesn't go too far. Adrenaline can push this cue ball right back out into the middle of the table if you hit it too hard. Yeah, he's not feeling it yet. Got to step back, take another look. Could bank the 15. Not so sure I like that idea though. I'd probably go for the cut on the 14. My banking skills aren't great, so I'm probably going for the cutting. Overcut it. But he didn't sell it out. Kind of left everything where it was. Rahul has the 3. You can cut the 3 in the side. Might even hold there for the 4 or the 5. Although I think he'll have a little bit too much pace on it. Have to play the 6 next. An hour and 52 minutes into this match. Almost 2 hours for a race to 6 and 8 ball. It's been a bit of a chess match sometimes though. It's for their tournament lives, so if they take a little bit of extra time, they take a little bit of extra time. The tournament wasn't behind, so it's not like they're going to hold everything up. And he's gone for the bank on the 6. He's going to miss it, but he's going to mess up the 14 ball. Deepak working on the 12. Over top the 8. Into these side pockets can be a little tough. I think you have to go for it now. Oh, he hit that hard. I thought he was just going to roll it. And he wasn't sure how it was going to react on the 10. Looks like the 5 goes by the 8. It might not. If he doesn't like it, he'll just go after it with the 4 right now. Sink the 4, bring the cue ball in 2 rails. Oh, he doesn't mind it. Yeah, I think taking that 5 ball right now is the option. A little bit of draw, you're going to come right back for the 3. Well, now you've made it tricky. Well, not that bad, actually. You should just take the 6. Don't worry about the combination. I think he can see the 6 pass there. If he can't, it's 1 rail to the 6, 2 rails back out for the 3. If you can't see the 6 though, then you play the 3-6 combination, which it looks like that's what he's doing. 3-6 combo. Don't let the 3 ball get away from you. Perfect. And now just drawing out towards the foot spot. Doesn't want to get all the way there. A little bit of right hand side. You just need to come like 1.5 feet off the rail. That's too far. If he can see the 8 from there, I'll be surprised. He may have to take this off the rail. Can he see the edge of the 8? It's so close. It might be there. And it is there, but he tucked that 8 ball into the right-hand side of that pocket. So Rahul Dhanendran defeats Deepak Hemnani 6-4 to move forward. Thanks very much for joining us this afternoon, folks. We'll see who's up next, and we'll be back in a little bit. In the meantime, this has been the Vancouver 2023 Summer Tournament of Titans. There were no green fees, no admin fees, 100% of the money paid out. All day yesterday and today, 48 players at the Metro Coffee Bar and Billiards in Kingsway, Vancouver.